So this is one of my first Raspberry Pi Pico projects. I bought the Pico starter kit, which gives me the breadboards and some headers. I also bought a push button and some cheap relays. This is an old battery replacement for a phone I no longer use. So what I did was, this is a sprayer that you can no longer buy. And the brains, the PCB stopped working, but the motor is all still fine. So I've got the positive and the negative for the motor going to the relay, and there's a good way to make it reverse the polarity, so depending on how the relay works, the plus and the minus to here are reversed, so that it goes in and out, pushing on the spray canister. So this powers both the motor and the Raspberry Pico. So I've got it so when I press a button it will run, but I need to investigate the next stage is to make it so if I do multiple presses, different things. So this is the wiring diagram for the two relays, which are really cheap, and it's fantastic. So this is the motor, the sprayer, and they go into these connections here, and you connect up the positive of the negative of the relays using the normally closed and the normally open terminals. Okay, so that's quite interesting, and it works a treat. So this is how the canister would sit in the device, and it worked a treat for my mum until it stopped working. And I would have just bought another one, but they're quite expensive, about 40 quid, and I just fancied a bit of fun. So this needs to go forward and back, and if I now press this button, it engages the relay, and it's doing it much faster than it otherwise would. So imagine this forward and back motion is only happening every sort of half an hour or something, and very briefly forward, so that it pushes this nozzle down on the can. I'm assuming if I just plug this in, it will charge this, otherwise I'll have to wire up a battery pack. But I think this will work as is, but what I'm interested in doing is maybe using the RPI.GPIO to create an interrupt, so when I press it again it stops it, or cycles through a range of different functions that make this operate at different speeds. But even as it is, this will work pretty well.